Baltimore Ravens. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Sawyer, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Sawyer, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Lucky. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red green, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy.
Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Flushed out right. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. Sawyer, he's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, Sawyer able to push his way through, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll try the left side. Sawyer. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Browns' 8-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
Complete.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Intended for David Njoku. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass incomplete from the contact. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fielded at the 33. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Browns nothing.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he got position on him and he pulls it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Come on, the ball. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On first down, Sawyer. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
The quarterback forced
Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
on the carry.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Short of the goal line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
1-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. I saw you nodding your head in approval at that decision to go for it. You liked it.
I love aggressive coaches. I love when they decide to go for it. And in this case, even if they don't get it, you turn the ball over to a team that's going to have to go 99 yards to put in the end zone the opposite way. I like your odds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
This Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
2-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Down by Denzel Ward. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They go play action now. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check 50, check 50. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Hey, report. Report. Right there in the middle. 55. You at X. Let's see what you got. Big X.
Jackson now. Off play action. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Browns. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Brings up second and 4.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Oh, wide open. Complete.
You gonna like this?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on first down. Sawyer stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
55 is my time, 55. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, check right.
Throwing again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens 6.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Sawyer. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Number 25. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 2. Brings up second and...
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And again, it's Chubb. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And the Browns 1st down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
It's a loss.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
For the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson off the play fake. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Keychain, name, I like your respect. Getting more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, I know I sat down with my accountant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Ball carrier.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Off play action. Jackson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Browns, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra